What do you think depression is?
What do I think depression is? A feeling of dread, unhappiness, sadness. Sometimes I feel like depression can be very debilitating, where you can't even get out of bed. Sadness, I guess. That would be my answer of what I think depression is.
What do you think depression feels like?
I think that depression feels like sadness, bleak sometimes, unhappiness. I don't know.
What do you think someone who's depressed looks like?
I think someone who is depressed could look like you or I. You know, there have been many times in my life where I have had great sadness, that I have felt like I've been in kind of like a rut, and it's taken me a long time to kind of figure out what's important and kind of try to work through that. So I think depression can hit anybody at any age.
What do you know about depression?
I don't feel like I know a lot about depression. I think that in life there are a lot of ups and downs for different people all of the time, and that sometimes you're feeling, good about things, and then sometimes in life you kind of hit a rut, and then you're sad about things, and then you plateau, and um, so I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert. Just my opinion, I guess.
How can you tell someone is depressed?
I don't know, because I think someone could be having a bad day and just be sad about something. And then I think that there are sometimes that people are kind of clinically depressed, and because I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, I don't really know what that looks like or how to identify it, because maybe it's just somebody having a bad day. So I guess that's the best I got.
Why do you think someone might be depressed?
Something bad is happening in their life. Something that makes them very sad or upset. A divorce, a parent's getting divorced, or an adult if they're going through a tough time with, abuse or depression themselves. Maybe they're going through a divorce. Lots of different reasons.
When you hear the word depression, what do you think of?
Sadness.
How do you think someone can get out of depression?
I think that there are kind of the ebb and flow of life, and that sometimes people are sad or have a bad day. And I think sometimes there are people who are clinically depressed, that talking to a counselor or talking to a professional psychiatrist, someone to kind of help them with their problems and trying to help them figure out how to navigate and be happier about going through life. So I think that talking with a therapist or something a lot of times can help people.
Okay. When someone is depressed, do you think that means they're emo or goth?
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that people who are depressed can be old and young, and I think they can be different, races and ethnicities, and different genders and different ages. I think that depression is a very widespread disease that impacts millions and millions of people. It's a very serious topic, but I don't think it's specific to people who you would consider emo or goth.
Mm-hmm.